In this video, we are going to practice mobility, strength, and coordination, and balance. So it's a really simple activity that we're going to be doing, just simply standing on one leg, lifting the other leg up as high as we can, and we're actually going to time it just to see whether you can hold it for 5 seconds. Why this is important is if you think about this functionally, being able to do this and being able to do that are things that I have to do if I'm putting on my pants or my skirt or even my shoes and socks. Have you tried putting your shoes and socks on, just standing on one leg without holding on to something? It's kind of challenging. Great thing to practice though. It's also great for just stepping over things, not tripping, climbing upstairs. If you like to hike, a lot of times climbing up different size rocks takes different mobility in the hips. So we need balance, we need coordination, we need strength and mobility in our hips and our legs. And it also is really helpful as we get older to avoid falling. So fall prevention is something that we should all be striving to do. Just avoiding falling down will prevent us from having other injuries. So the way that you're going to do this is you're going to shift your weight over to one leg. You're going to bring your other leg up, and you're just going to bring that knee as high as you can. If you can go to 90 degrees or higher, go for it. We've already been here about 5 seconds, so good job. If you were wobbly, that's normal. We're not built to be like, statues. We actually do adapt and wobble, so wobbling's normal. If you needed some support to do that, that's okay too. So you can hold onto a wall or a counter or the back of a chair. So if you need support, just make a note of that, and then you're going to go to the other side. So you're going to bring the leg up, and you're just going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then put the leg down. So awesome job for giving it a go. Just make a note of where you were and whether you needed support or not. Easier to do this if you have shoes on. Also easier to do on a firm surface. So I am going to give myself a pass today since I'm on sand on a mat. So if you see me fall down, don't be surprised. So it's harder on an uneven surface in bare feet. So if you're starting out, I recommend standing on a fairly firm surface. Keep your shoes on to begin with, and then as you get more balance and as you progress, take your shoes off and then start to play on uneven surfaces, squishy mats, things like that. So let's train it. We're going to train it by timing the lift of the lifting leg. So we're going to start with a 1-2 count. So you're going to shift your weight over one leg. You're just going to lift the same leg up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're going to do 5 repetitions. Now you're going to go quick. So you're going to stay on the same leg. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. That was 5. Final challenge, you're going to do a 2-second lift. So you're going to slow it down. You're going to lift and lower and lift. And you would think that going slow would be easier. I don't think so. My left leg is working pretty hard, and actually I'm noticing the front of my right leg is working pretty hard too. So see if you can do that all in a row. We're going to go to the other leg. So we're going to go back to regular speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to speed it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. And now we're going to slow it down. 1, 2, and 1, 2. 1, 2. Why does this feel like it's so much harder? Do you notice that? And 1, 2. We have 2 more of these to go. 1, 2. Last one. And down. Now, in order to progress this further, to add some coordination, you're going to imagine that you're standing in the middle of a clock face. 12 o'clock is in front of us, 3 o'clock is to my right, 6 o'clock's behind, 9 o'clock's over here on the left. And instead of coming straight up and down, you're going to start with your foot out. So I'm using my right leg. So you're just going to go straight out to 12 o'clock, lift as high as you can, go over to whatever this is, 1:30, and then 3 o'clock, still lifting it as high as you can each time, 5:30, and then 6 o'clock. And then come back to 1, and let's go faster, and 3, and diagonal, and back. Now, can you work your way back around just for fun? Let's see how we do with that. And now come back in front and see if we can go slow. So you're gonna lift, and now out over to 1:30, lift, out over to 3, lift, back to 5:30, lift, back to 6. Can we come all the way back around? What do you think? And you can wobble with your arms, you can flap your wings, you can do whatever you need to. If you need to grab a hold of something for support, go for it, and then put that foot down. Give the legs a shake. Phew, my standing leg, I tell you. Now this is also really great for the brain because we're coordinating where the leg goes in space. So you're gonna go to your other side. We're just gonna go regular speed. So this time we're gonna go all the way around and work our way back. I missed 6 o'clock that time, you guys. And we're coming back over to 9, 10:30, and forward. Good. And now we're going to go a little bit quicker. Lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and come back around. And I noticed my coordination on this side, not so great as on the other side. I will tell you, this is something that I've been doing for a few years since I had my hip replacements. It's so great. So if you've had joint replacements, if you've had hip injuries, one thing to notice also is that the standing leg, so we're going slow, is straight but not locked. So you want to keep the knee as straight as you can, but not locked. Well done. How do you feel through the hips and the legs? Also notice that you had to focus and concentrate. This is really great for us to just give ourselves a specific focus. One thing that you might do is put tape on the floor and play around with aiming for the tape. That's also a really great way to train coordination. So hopefully your legs are feeling like they just did something. Mine sure are. Play with this one. Notice you get better over time. So this is a great one to practice at least 3 times a week. You can also practice it just standing in your kitchen, standing in your living room. When the commercial comes on TV, stand up and do a few of these. Hope you enjoy practicing balance, coordination, strength, and mobility. And you are done for the day.